Hmm.
What's up, Ruben? I like it when you call me playa, bro. Makes me feel like a beast or some shit. How's your weekend, bud? The New Yorker in you? Oh, you're from NYC? I actually forgot, to be honest with you. Where are you from again, bro? My memory is like goldfish memory, dude. Boogie Down, Bronx. Wow. Actually, I don't think you ever told me. Um, you're in the hood. Yeah. I think I'm going to New York in June or July with fam. So, oh yeah, right. I think you said that last time. Yeah, you live near the beaches, man. VB, Virginia beaches, right? Man, you're lucky, dude. You get to just go outside and touch the grass and feel good about the day. It's crazy. Lucky, man. I would love to live in like Florida or some shit, you know? Get some fresh air. I'm tired of the winter, seriously. Oh. Oh, you live in a house? Nice, man. Morning, Kutan. How's your weekend, bro? How was your weekend? My birthday was good. It was very rainy, man. Like lots of rain, and the rain makes you kind of feel moody sometimes, you know? I don't know what's up with it. I've been feeling pretty like unmotivated this weekend. I started like doing stuff that I usually don't. Had some chocolate. Morning, Sergio. How are you? Nice to see you on a Monday morning. Yo, good morning, everyone. Holy shit. You guys must have had a great weekend, man. You guys are coming to tune in on my stream in the Monday morning to see rage bait, clickbait content, you know? What are your thoughts on the market today, guys? How's your weekend, Sergio? We had a really big buy order down here at like 19120s. Now, I don't know if this will follow through, to be honest with you, but I would prefer to see a continuation there instead of selling until 9:30. So it's not really looking that great. I bought 5 more accounts with Apex because I got some birthday money. And then, you know, I blew up 2 take profit traders overnight already. Honestly, I traded my take profit traders like ass, right? And then I have 2 MFF accounts that are on under a drawdown of $1,000. Crazy, man. 2 150K combines, 45 on each, and locked out, hoping to pass them tomorrow. Good job, bro. Nice job, Sergio. Yeah, market's been really great on the short side, and I'm just thinking about whether like we're gonna continue higher today because larger time frame seems a little bit more valid to me for the upside. I was thinking of doing the same as well though. Top step combines for the 150K. I've been contemplating on it, like legitimately contemplating on it. You know what? I'm not gonna let this trade go against me. I'll put my stop just right here at 59 186 25s and just close out the trade here because it doesn't seem like something that I want to stay a part of if it continues selling off below that. When did you pass it? Did you pass it overnight, like this entire move? Good morning, Elsie. How are you? How's your weekend, man? Damn, you guys all showed up on a Monday morning, man. Jeez. I've only had success with so I've tried Apex way too many times and never been successful for some reason. With Top Step, you can. Yeah, yo, I get that. It's because of the lockout rules. It prevents you from overtrading. Overtrading is such a huge factor. I'm happy that you're going for the bigger combines though, because you know when you had the 50K ones, it was great that you passed it. But I get the idea of having more drawdown. More drawdown usually doesn't mean that you should increase your risk, but it does help psychologically when you are not suffering from a loss with a bigger account, right? Psychologically, of course. And the same goes for me. Like I'd rather have like a bigger account, which is why I'm sticking with the 250K accounts and maybe even like the 150K accounts with Top Step. I think I'm done with smaller accounts overall. I like honestly, I blew up 2 of my take profit accounts this morning, and I felt pretty bad about it. Like I felt really bad. You know, like I was like, man, like you know what? Like 50K is definitely not for me, right? It just it takes that joy out of you when you're like up $1,000 and then you're immediately down $1,000. Like going from a positive $1,000 being down $1,000 and only having $1,000 of drawdown left or something like that. It takes a lot of joy out of you and gives you a lot of stress and it's very unnecessary. I feel like I do a lot better when I have more drawdown and it like helps my confidence, right? So maybe just I'm coming to the realization that like maybe the smaller accounts isn't just for me at all. Like I might just stay away from it permanently. I want to respect my stop loss here, man. Yeah. So I got stopped out on my 5 here, right? Which is perfectly fine. So I'm gonna wait, and this one I'm gonna respect my stop loss on this one as well. 172s, 87s here. Yeah. But the fact that we're kind of like flushing through this at the moment, I think sells might be the best option after this one. So because look, we have a larger time frame 15-minute gap here with two small inverted ones. So you got one within the range. We broke below it. And then we have a second one right here on the 15-minute. And then we have a third one right here. So there's 3 levels of confluence. I took long at the 8.15. Price was 19,150s. That was a good long. Yeah, it was a very good long, bro. Looking for the higher low to be made. Went heavy but super tight. Tight stop loss. That's what I do on these comments. More risk on, but that's why. Yeah. No, I get that, man. You're just trying to pass the account, which is fine. I get that. You know, it's like a lot of time is wasted having to try to like trade very slowly. And some, I broke into the pressure the other time where I had like my accounts at $6,000 for the Apex ones, and then I broke into pressure. Right, I traded like shit right after I broke into pressure. Like it was just because it took so much time. Time is such a killer, man. It's not even about like me feeling terrible about my trades and stuff. It's just I feel terrible about the amount of time I've wasted, right? But that's part of it, like that's the game. And if you're not like and it sometimes I've kind of wondered, like, is it better to have like a personal account? Like I'd rather have like $20,000 in the account and then try to like if I made like $100 or $200 a day, I'd definitely be happy with that. But with Apex, Top Step, and all that, it's like the process of the test kind of gets to you. You should try like the other way around, honestly. Try like a live account with like $5,000 or even $10,000, and that's like your actual drawdown, right? Yeah, it's dropping for sure. I might close out this trade. Yeah, so I'll flip my trade just because it's kind of like doing the opposite anyways. I think we're gonna flush through then because there's some confluence here. It definitely rejected the highs in a way. I'll wait for a re-entry first and see how it reacts on the open, but so far it looks pretty dumpy. Yeah. Looks like the 4 hour retested the doji here. The what's it called? The 10 p.m. close, and then right after it retested that, it just rejected it straight up. So maybe we flush through here and then go under this whole ordeal. Like my stops are technically at 140, so they might be hunting stops right now. Yeah, I was trading in pre-market LC. If I was still trading, I would have taken a short after 19,230's buy side liquidity was taken on the 15-minute, and once the candle flipped short. Yeah, maybe that would have been the better option, taking a short into this, because like this is technically the larger time frame fair value gap, and this is one where we would take the long when it broke, but it didn't break, so it kind of sometimes I'm a little bit more impatient than I should be, but that's part of it, I guess. I was trying out I was trying to trade with like a couple micros on my personal, like on the other 4, and then trying to trade with minis to see if it makes a difference, but it didn't. Yeah, but this is what I see. I took that long for a good cause, though. Yeah, I took that long for a very good cause, right? I took the longs for the good cause of, trying to have it, do a 3 bar reversal basically back into 19400s. And the reason why I took the longs is because just on a larger time frame, when we had any type of consolidation like this specifically, like this type of consolidation with the push up in the channel, we had that back in a bearish setting like this. I don't know where it is. I honestly lost it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm still right here, guys. Like that 9:30 opening candle looked pretty strong to me. Okay, so that's the fulfillment. That's the retest of. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna follow through. Maybe. We'll see what happens here, guys. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take a short here. I see it crack under 140s here. I didn't copy trade it apparently. That's my bad. That sucks. I did 5 minis without the copy trade. I had a rule where basically if we broke under the 140s again, I would take shorts. So this is probably the part, like, it's part of my thesis at the moment. We're gonna flush right through. I'm gonna reduce some size here. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this one, guys. So if we're under 140s, we're just gonna flush it. And the next level of interest that I have right now is 1900s. So I have right now an interest level at 1900s. I'll put my stop at break even as well in this trade. Okay, I think we filled. Let's see, larger time frame. 1900s, yeah, 19071s maybe. Okay, so we're in the 71 mark here. I'm looking at 1900s, but yeah, strong sellers on the open for sure. Okay. All right, I'm out. So I'm done trading that account today. Right, and I'm gonna stick with the other 4 now. And I'm gonna wait for the pull here, and then I'm gonna take a short again. 940, yeah, 1900s is coming, bro. Look at the strong sellers in the morning here. That's maybe like selling until like maybe even under 1900s here. Yeah, I'm gonna follow the trend, honestly. I'm gonna follow the trend here. I'm gonna play with the trend. This kind of looks like the opening range sell off until like until news maybe. So we could keep selling until news. So I'm gonna go for a vertical and then wait until news here. Okay. What? Why? Why is 607? I'm so confused, guys. I'm so confused. My counts are all over the place today, so that's funny, man. My counts are literally all over the place. Okay, so 19031s. There's a gap on the 4-hour chart at 19. 31s, 1934s. So that's why we have a little bit of a bounce here on the 4-hour chart. So this might be a crack under and a possible retrace if they're bouncing here. Let's see how it goes. We got about 126 lots at 19,000s. And then 19,125s is the pullback level. And this is also the opening candle, it seems. All right, opening candles right here at 9:30. Yeah, looks like a perfect reversal in formation here, guys. Almost a perfect reversal. V-shaped reversal. This might be a trap. Yeah, I took that because it was pretty straightforward, right? I'll show you why. On TradingView, or even on the charts here, this was the 140 level. The 140, I knew that if we cracked under it, and especially considering that we printed under 119 here, it would just straight up fill to the bottom side. So I took a short, like right after I broke that, because I saw the volume coming in, and we already cracked the low. So usually when we break it a second time, and considering on the 4-hour as well, we had a wick that went straight into the 10 p.m. wick here, and then immediately rejected that, and it was also on the 15-minute fair value gap, right? This could have turned into two things, right? A 3-bar reversal back up, or as a support, or a crack through the structure, and this was going to be a crack through the structure. Right now we're inside of the gap on the 4-hour, right? 4-hour gap right here. And we definitely have a range here for 18,550s potentially today as well. If we roll under 18,931s, I think we're just going to have a big sell-off today. Another thing is VIX gapped up, and we have a $36 gap on the 4-hour chart here, which I've been looking at for the past 4 months or 5 months. So I think we could definitely retrace that on VIX as well. But I don't know if it's going to be today, tomorrow. Right now, it looks like it's going to go. Right, we have a gap right here that's filling up on the 2465. So once they fill this gap on the daily range with VIX, it could pull back and try to retrace this gap to the downside right here. So this is definitely looking like a possible bullish day as well. We just have to wait and see. My neck hurts. All right. So looks good so far. And we have news coming in 45 minutes, right? Five minutes. For sure, Ruben. For sure. Honestly, Ruben, it looks... This one should have followed through here, guys. This one definitely should have followed through here. This is the 9:30 candle here. Right? We got a lot of... This is a very inefficient sell-off, but very strong in the morning, right? Almost 50 points a candle here. Nice, man. Nice, Ruben. Red on my Apex. Yo, me too, man. I'm red on, like, I blew up 2 take profit traders, and I'm red on 2 of my MFF accounts. Crazy, dude. What a way to waste money, you know? I love wasting money. Continuation, no? Alright, taking a short here. Let's try it out, bro. Stop loss over 19093s. Stop. Wait. Stop loss. I'm putting a stop there. That's gonna be a $4,000 loss on that if it drops under that, but I don't know. Short sellers look really strong. Birthday money? Yeah. Yo, it's my birthday money. Fuck, bro. Ah. You know it hurts more, right? When it's birthday money. It's crazy, man. That's stupid. I'm not even rich, bro. Like whatever, man. What can I do? So I got 4. And you know what? How much is 5,000? It's like 250 points, right? 50 is 1,000. 100 is 2,000. Right? 250 points. 789.50. Yo, this is gonna be my one account that passes me with 4 minis, eh? Like, yo, that's gonna be my birthday wish here, guys. Come on, birthday, go! Happy birthday, bruh. Uh, oh no. Oh no, no, no. Back in the money. VIX is flying, bro. I think we'll go. I think we'll drop. I think we'll drop. Let's take a look at VIX here. VIX is kind of like bouncing hard on the open, and it's right inside the gap, but we might break above it. So gap is 24.65. It got filled. Now we have a level of liquidity to take out at $26, which is $1.50 away. Okay. Stop loss is at 63s now, probably. Right? 63s. I'm going to put my stop down here. 1 minute. 1 minute. Put my 80s right here. 1 minute. All right. Come on. All right. I'm gonna take some off just because I don't want to get slapped, you know? I don't want to get slapped. We close under with the news candle. I'm sorry to hear, Ruben. That's okay. You know, you're green on your take profits today. Keep it that way and you should be good, bro. You know that. Or even just call it. How did you blow it up? Was it from this bounce here? 4? Okay, it's yeah, don't feel too bad, man. Don't feel too bad, eh? Because, like, you know how it is. Look at me. I'm at 607 evaluations. Never feel bad, bro. Honestly, like, I get it though. It's frustrating. So I get the feeling, man. I was frustrated this morning. So, but hey, you know what they say? Buy one more evaluation and run it down. But actually, don't do that. Yeah, I don't know. This little bounce here would have caught a lot of people. Yeah, like that's why for some trades I prefer to have like wider stops too. And we also had news around the corner. That's another thing. That's so funny. Sidelines? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the trend until 10:30 because right now I'm looking at the VIX. It's bullish. VIX is bullish. No, I get it, bro. That's why it's better to have bigger drawdown, so that you don't have to fucking feel this bullshit inside of you. You know. I think a lot of the traders. That's why a lot of people use the 150K accounts and the 250 because they give themselves the space to learn. I hate it too, bro. Yo, when I make some money or some shit from trading, I'm gonna be doing giveaways, you know, for sure, and that'll help support you guys. But right now, guys, I'm not I'm not like that yet. I'm not the crazy A plus trader, you know. But yeah, Ruben, don't beat yourself up over it. I think that's like the whole point of this fucking prop firm game is to, you know, get people, right, off track of what they want to do. Okay, so this is fulfilled on the 1 minute. We're coming back up here. Back inside the range now. Five-minute close. Yeah, it looks good, man. Yeah, VIX is rejecting really strongly. I'm gonna take it. I like the reaction on VIX at the moment. At least $1,000 here, I'd say. I'm not. It's only cost $30 for the account. It will renew again. I'll be back with Apex. I just want to make sure my baby ape. Yeah, bro. Baby tape profit trader. That's good, man. I'm waiting for my other ones to do the same. You know, they've been doing this thing where like they give take profit trader accounts, like not take profit trader accounts, sorry, Apex trader accounts for 16.70 renewal. You should keep your eyes open for that when they have like the 90% discounts, because, and I'll let you guys know too in the mornings if I ever see it again, because those discounts have been coming up a little bit more often, and I think they're gonna have it again this month or next month. I'm gonna load up for sure. So yeah, I like the longs at the moment. Only reason why is because like VIX is rejecting hard. VIX is rejecting very hard. All good, man. You don't have to use my code because I think they're only using the code for bigger streamers, unfortunately. VIX is rejecting hard. You'll see right now, guys. Like, look at this. You'll see the market go up with VIX. So VIX is right now went from green, filled the gap, and immediately bounced on the sell-off. So New York session right now is trying to sell it off. I think they're going to try to sweep the London session for VIX, most likely. So the market will go up based on that. So I'm keeping my eyes open here. I think we're going to come back up to open. Maybe here. I would like to see view up. I'm holding on to this one. I'm only using one account at the moment, so. But, yeah, I might try to add 3 now. Okay, so I added on all of them. All of them are added. I hope to see it break above here. And I would like to see VIX continue lower here. I'm watching VIX right now breaking outside of its own range, which is a good thing. New York session, morning session, New York AM session, pumped, grabbed all the liquidity necessary, and now it's deep diving, and now it's back inside the London session. If I'm right about this, like we should get a pump here, like really fast one. Yeah, I'm watching right now. VIX is showing lots of gaps. I think it's kind of starting to push here. I want to see it back at VWAP here, I'd say. The way it's already looking right now, guys, like you can tell, right? 13 moving average climb. It's the VWAP is right here with the 105 moving average. The trade direction is already like strong. It seems strong. VIX is selling off. I want to see it drop. Okay. All right. Ones I closed a little bit too early here, but this one's still going. I want to see it at VWAP here. Come on, buddy. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Go! Ah, you being a bitch. I'm waiting for it. Come on. Flush right through New York session. Come on. Pump it. 75s to 131 here. That would be nice. There it is. All right. I'll take that. Yeah. Yeah. VWAP is right here. It's very close. I don't really doubt that we're not gonna hit that, right? The opening candle is here at 9:30, so yeah. One of my buddies started. Somebody that like I met way back then started using ICT concepts, and he was like he was on the pinnacle of actually trading these concepts really well, and being profitable. And now he's so fucking profitable. It's crazy. Took him like a year and a half of blowing up accounts. But that was a great rejection here. Which trade did you catch, Elsie? Did you get this one? The bulls are crazy today, man. I could tell. Like this is definitely correlating to the VIX right now. VIX is definitely bearish now. So with VIX being super bearish, our next level of opportunity is $22 on the sell-off for VIX, which indicates that the market might move up in correlation to that. If we break above this opening candle here, there's a really high chance that we're going to get a recovery all the way to overnight high, which is right over here. Overnight high is around 19,370s. It's going to break all through these resistances, and yeah, we might just get a big pump today. So, but yeah, it looks like, look, like if I'm trading with one mini and I'm actually trading with the trend and I don't take too many trades, it's like I do so much better, right? But then like you know, it's obvious that like when I have larger size too, you know, you'll take a bad losing trade, but you know, it's like, look, I'm respecting my stop losses and I'm respecting my stop losses and I'm respecting my plan, and it's working out. So I just need to formulate that like this is gonna work out every single day for me if I just trade with a plan. Definitely like trading before open is the worst mistake that I could do because I keep making the same mistake and rinsing my accounts that way. But every time I trade in the open, it's like I eliminate all the rinsing because there's such an easy, clean trade. Yeah, no worries, Ruben. I'll see you in a bit. What the fuck is this spam? This guy's just a fucking bot, bro. Who the fuck is this? Block this dude. Are you a bot? You a bot? Who the fuck? Every time I reply to this post, this guy just deletes his message, man. Yeah, no pre-market for me. Even no opening until 3 fractals. That means movements are settling. Patience is action for me. You know, I love that you actually have like a really strong trading plan, I'll see. And that you're like waiting for these setups and such. Like I'm sure that you'll become like super profitable just following your processes. I got to start doing the same, man, and start being more methodical about my trades and such, so that I'm never against like I'm never on the wrong side of the trend. And it seems that like you know being on the wrong side of the trend happens often to me, so it's just I need to stick with it. Right now, VIX just dipped right into the gap a little bit, and I don't know whether this is just a possible bounce here, but we'll see what happens in a bit here. If I think this might be the right type of play, we should be continuing lower here. At least, yeah. So we're breaking through right now. We retested the 105. We didn't retest the VWAP, right? We had very strong sellers on the open, right? Kind of questioning this trader here. I wanna look at this right here and see. I'm feeling there's an opportunity here, guys. I'm feeling an opportunity here for sure. Another trade coming through with high volume. Now, I don't want to go against the trend. So I'm looking right now. 5-minute fair value gap here in play. But we had a bullish engulfing with a liquidity grab. Grab some liquidity in this trend here. And then immediately push right into the 13 moving average, which is right there. It's just open is right there, you know, like we could push above open. So I might get rid of that. Wait for them to fill this entire buy side here. So if I want to take a short, I want to look for opportunities in this level here where we broke out, and the order block on the 5-minute, there seems to be none. Looks to me there's no order block, just this one right here. The OB is sitting right here on the sell side. That's a 5-minute order block right there. And this is where we go higher, potentially. I drank my coffee so fast, honestly. Drank my coffee way too fast. Okay, we broke out through the highs here. There it is, man. Amazing. Tons of value here. We got that liquidity sweep, right? We swept the liquidity at 1931s here. Retested the 4-hour and immediately bounced. We got about 4 more hours on this candle to close green. But yeah, I don't know. I just I'm feeling like we can retrace the open here, 19,200s, and then afterwards reject. And this 5-minute is about to close above the gap. Okay. If this 5-minute closes above here, I'm going to look for a dip buy entry into 1940s here. I'm going to look for a dip buy around here. I want 19. We did not close above it. We did not close above that. Interesting. Okay. Order block, right? Is this the OB? I still need to start using my trade journal, because I haven't been using my trade journal as much, which is bad. So I'm gonna start using it again. Today is, what day is it today? March 31st. Bought another 5. Jeez. 2 TBT, 2 MFF, and 5 Apex. Bruh. Crazy. What day is it today? Well, what time is it, really? General. I took shorts. 45 and 15. 15-minute liquidity swept the higher execution. Entry was all over trades. So I said that I entered shorts on the break of the structure in the opening range, but need to start following the plan without trading overnight, and all low probability trades happen without volume. So okay, and then last but not least, need to start building the habit of taking less trades after your green. There we go. Okay. Not bad. I'm watching this right now. And then I'm watching 5-minute order flow. Yeah. Fantastic bounce. I think it looks good. Red candle, close below the range again the second time. Yeah. I'm going to stick with it and try to get a retest here into 67s. Okay, I'm going to try that one. Yeah, we should get a bounce here. Small bounce. Small bounce. Bounce on VIX. So this sell should follow through here to 60, maybe even like the body of this close here. The body, 74s. I want to say 74s. My stop will be the high. Right. 74s here. Momentum on the sell side is strong. So I don't want to go against the sellers when they do decide to come in. I like that we retested the VWAP twice here and immediately created some sort of pivot, and it looks like pivots are in play today. So I want to follow pivots, right? Because you can tell pivots are strong. Pivots are strong. Pivots are strong. Double tops are strong. Pivots are fairly strong. Okay. 74s. I want to break outside of this range. Crack it. Swept the range. Okay, they swept the range. And now looks like buyers are in here. I jumped out for now. I don't know. Maybe it'll sell off here, continue lower, but I could see what they did here. They retested the 15 a little bit. Maybe another re-entry here with smaller size. I don't know. Okay, maybe another re-entry. I want to see a 50% retrace here somewhere. A 50, 75% retrace. Five-minute little gap right there. 15-minute gap. I want to see it here. Cracked through the support a little bit. Swept that. Did it sweep? No. There's a little gap here. I didn't even realize. What the fuck? Alright. Well, that I didn't even see. Blind as a bat. Come back into 23s here, maybe. Right? Level to buy? Maybe. Created a 15-minute within a 15-minute or a 5-minute. Okay. And there's nothing here. Just a bullish engulfing. What does that say? What does that tell us? Seven minutes left here, right? 7 minutes left. I think we're just gonna go through this, man. Like, honestly. Bearish. That's the close right there. It's going right through the gap. Got 1 minute left. Yeah, it's going straight through. Well, first sign of sweeping the level here. Yeah. 500 bucks. Okay. Yeah, and rejection immediately right after that with a lower low. Yeah, we're going lower. 36s maybe. I say 36s. We're going lower. Say 51s, man. 51s. All the way down. All the way through, maybe. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. All the way through. Stops on 100. 35s. Lower? I think it goes lower, man. Looks like a perfect retest of this. Like, there's a 5-minute gap right here, and it just closed below it. Maybe? I don't know. No clue, bro. Looks like that bounce on VIX seems pretty strong, so it's just... I'm kind of like contemplating on this trade too. Maybe it's a bad area of entry. I don't think it's a bad entry though. Bearish engulfing, right? Yeah. We're inside the 5-minute gap now. We just broke through the resistance here. Looks like they retested the range, and then now they're coming lower. So I think they sweep the lows here, man. I don't know what's up with that. It looks like it could go lower. Just feels like it to me, but I want to see how they play it here. Congrats, bro. Seriously, congrats. You fucking deserved it, bro. Did you lock out? Yeah, let's fucking go, bro. Yo, you deserved that, man. Yo, ICT today was fucking gold, eh? Or not even ICT, but the price action concepts were gold today. Nice, bro. Did you take shorts? It was so obvious to take shorts, man. Like, I think everyone would have caught shorts on that. That one had to be like super obvious. I took some last night too. It was very obvious, bro. Those shorts. Yeah. When you see any type, like right now, I'll tell you, if you guys ever see any type of gap down, opening gap down, the market's bearish. If you see an opening gap down on the upside, it's obviously bullish because it's on the bullish side of the trend and it still gaps down, but you'll get a bullish move, right? But it has to be at the highs. It can't be at the lows, right? If you see an opening gap down while the market has already created a lower low, so if we close the market on a lower low and then on top of that we gap down, sellers are super strong. I always do that. I always follow the trend on a gap down. I never go against the trend when it's gapped up. If I saw the opening price right here instead of down here, I would never take a short in this trend ever. But if you see it gap down like this, especially on the opening trend after a lower low from the prior close, like the daily close, it means sellers are still strong. So just yeah, that one's always a guaranteed gap down strategy. Like this is almost like an A plus setup, bro. Like anybody that takes this will make money. It doesn't matter who. It's so good, bro. I love that. I love that. That's my favorite short thesis. My favorite short thesis. Then we also have the long thesis too. If you get a overnight bounce, right? Like if you ever see a large overnight bounce like this, right? This right here, for example, was a gap down on the overnight, but still closed green, which doesn't really give you a good measure, but you knew that there was buyers in the trend because it created a lower low, but it didn't close under. It didn't close lower than the prior low. So that's another thing, right? Depending on your close is also very it depends on the close as well. So if your close is definitely below the range, then it's a different story, right? If you close here, then the next day it's going to gap down. So I always look out for it, and I notice that it's very like frequent, very frequent. That's a crazy pump, bro. What the fuck? Um, yeah, I love that. In a bullish trend, this is what you get in a bullish trend. If you see a overnight bullish move, like for example this right here, you see the gap up on like a bullish trend. If you see a big gap up like that, just go long. Like right at the bottom here, risk to reward. If it breaks below that gap, then it's gonna be, it's gonna hit your stop loss. But if it doesn't, it's gonna go higher all night, and that's what happens here. Let's see what else. This one as well. If you ever see an open of the range and you see a support, most like 9 out of 10 times, the price will come back to retest it one more time, and then it'll do a crazy run. And it's not just that one trend that you see there, but I've seen it so many times that like I kind of understand the thesis now to a short trend and to a long trend on the overnight session. You always want to look and wait for the short sellers. You always want to wait for the price action to come back to either the open or the prior high of the overnight session before taking short, because that's like almost guaranteed that they're going to use that as a liquidity level. So they're gonna come back and retest the prior high, almost like 90% of the time. Yeah, yeah, I should make a video. Honestly, Elsie, I was trying to make a video yesterday, and I realized I'm so bad, bro. I'm just so bad. I'm so bad. It's crazy. I cannot like my brain just turns off. Like I swear. Market opened last night. I just looked. I had Bookmap open, watching it, waiting for some significant volatility. And once I seen the short start to sell off, I just made a quick short scalp, easy money. Yo, you get that? That's the same for me, man. Today, I have 5 evaluations again. I bought it again, but I immediately jumped in a really good trade, bro. Look at this one. I jumped in shorts on the 5-minute candle, and I literally just held my shorts from here, 143 to 123, basically, so about 20 points. But my last contract, I ran it down for like 84 points. 3 minutes, bro. I let that run, bro. That's crazy, eh? Use ChatGPT to give you the plan in minutes what to save. You know what's funny about that, Elsie? You're not the only one that thought that. Yo, I said the same thing, man. Like, I thought the same thing. I went to ChatGPT and I was like, create a script for me to do this, this, and that, and I just sat there. I was like, man, I'd rather be natural about it, but it's hard, bro. I don't have like I don't have like a very like strong vocabulary. So when I'm talking to people, I use a lot of little small jargons in my context. So I'll say actually, so I'll say um I'll say all the small stuff, in between my trend. Like a Toronto slang. You But yeah, good shit, man. You needed a payout, you got it, bro. I didn't know CapCut can do that. I gotta pay for that stuff, man. Gotta pay for that stuff. But nice, bro. Fucking good shit, man. Like I'm happy for you, man. Wow. But don't let that one win be the deciding factor. You know what I mean? You already know what trading's like, man. Just keep the momentum good, and don't fall victim to overconfidence. Right? Always got to be chill. Yeah, CapCut's free, but they charge you if you want to like use subtitles and fillers. This is a big bull candle, bro. What the fuck? That's crazy, dude. That's a crazy bull candle. Yeah, it looks like 5-minute got retested there, eh? Wow, perfect. Perfect 5-minute. I've been trying to do that with MFF, man. I'm trying to get like my payout with MFF, so I bought 2 accounts and I'm trying to pass those, but I tacked on like a $1,100 like loss today, so it's like I just decided to cut my trading off for today with that account, those 2 accounts. I still have my MF accounts; they're still alive, thankfully, and I should be able to pass it if I just go at it at a gradual pace, like what I'm doing right now with my Apex accounts. I just got to do it gradually, bro. Can't play around too much. But yeah, this is definitely looking really bullish, guys. I don't even know what to tell you. Front side to back side like that, or backside to front side in like 3 minutes seems unreal to me. I'm looking at a larger time frame for this. I'm going to use 15-minute. So if we close above the 15-minute here, I'm going to take it long. I'm going to go for buy side liquidity, which is the high here. And I'm going to ignore a lot of the noise because I'm pretty sure by this point, this is more than 50% of the retrace. Cap cut would be nice. Yeah. Yo, my fiance got me a capybara plush, bro. This keeps me calm, guys. You see this? Yeah, I don't really like plushes that much, but she got it for me anyways. So I just put this above my computer. I put it right here. So that you know, if I'm ever stressed out. Yeah. The fuck, bro? Yo, like I'm gonna be calm, dude. I'm calm, man. Spirit animal? Yeah. Yo, I have spirit animals, man. My spirit animal is capybara. For sure. Yo, VIX is flushing, bro. Okay, so I love VIX right now. VIX is just dumping, right? Yeah, I would go long too. I'm gonna close my eyes if you go long. Honestly, longs would be good, bro. Like, look at it. Why is it so dark? Why don't you guys tell me that? Yeah, like, look. The, like, look at VIX, right? Because I trade VIX according to the gap fills, right? VIX right now shows that we rejected a larger time frame 4 hour fair value gap. On top of that, we also filled the gap here, and then now we're kind of retracing back inside the gap on the VIX. So if VIX sells off, the market should go higher. That's like why I'm taking longs, bro. Or like that's why I'm kind of thinking about taking long. So if I do take a long, I have a thesis for it. The thesis is there, man. We got a really strong selling candle on the VIX. To me, that's bullish. But I don't want to, overplay my cards. So I'll probably jump in with 10 micros or some shit. Yo, snooze. I spent today, like, I blew up 2 take profit accounts, like, having to trade before the open. And honestly, like, I'm so tired of this, bro. I can't deal with trading before the open. Can't deal with it. I'm so stressed from it. Like, I know exactly what I'm doing wrong. I'm so stressed from it. No way, dude. I'm done with it. I'm actually so done with it. I just treat like pre-market is not like pre-market is definitely my issue. Pre-market is without my issue right now. I know that for a fact. It's definitely an issue, and I need to fix it, or else I'm not gonna make it, guys. I am not gonna make it. But I'm done trading my other accounts. Honestly, like my other 3 accounts here, like they're up 2,000, 2,300, 2,800, and 2,500. Like they're all green. I'm just gonna work with this one a little bit and find a good one before the 10:30 closes here, or the one of the candles closes here. But yeah, 4-hour candles pulling back really hard, and in all honesty, like I think bulls are really strong right now. They're gonna fill the gap here, I'm pretty sure. So we should get a bull move. We should get a bullish move, and I'm pretty confident in it that they'll do that with VIX. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, honestly, Snooze, you're really good at trading like the overnight. And like I know for a fact that you're doing well with it because the volatility is really good. But when it slows down, you know how it is, bro. It's some treachery shit, you know? You know how it is. And I'm not like a king at trading overnight sessions, but I definitely get chopped up from trading overnight because it's like a little bit slower on the volume, and it's like sometimes that's the manipulation, you know, like they play out the manipulation before they make the bigger move, right? So right here might be an MMXM model that's forming right here, bro, and you know that, right? This is the distribution, right? This is the manipulation right here. This is the manipulation. You know that that's the manipulation, right? And what do you think is going to happen, right? So the accumulation, the manipulation, and the distribution might come on the right shoulder here. That's why I'm kind of thinking right now whether longs would be a good option because it does look like it to me, especially on the 4-hour. And we just cracked the low on the 4-hour. That's another big thing. We have until 12 o'clock to close, right? So if they close back inside the range here, above 19,200s, this is going to front run. It's going to run back to maybe 65s. That's like what I'm thinking right here. Market conditions are already showing themselves in a way too. Hourly close below, but you can see right there that's the manipulation, or that's the accumulation, the manipulation, and a possible distribution coming. Our 30-minute candle close is still bearish on the second. This one is about to close in 15 minutes. But I noticed that when I trade overnight, I'm so bad, bro. I'm so bad. I'm like bad. I'm like chicken shit, man. Like it's unbelievable. I know you do. I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how I do it. Every time I do it, my win rate, I go from like at least like sub 60% win rate to like 20% win rate overnight. And it's because like the moves are so slow, and it's like I just don't love it, you know? It's not that I don't like it, I just don't love it. I'm just gonna watch this 5-minute range, man. 15 in the 5 minutes rejecting, like, and right now we're kind of like closing out this other 5-minute right here as well. You know what I mean? This gap hasn't been filled, and if it does fill, I think I'd probably aim for this target low. The market won't pump or dump 200 points against you within 10 minutes randomly like New York session. Yeah, that's true. But I like this one. You know, like I feel like they play with the momentum really well. So it's kind of like this is a good rejection, bro. A very good rejection here on the 5-minute. We already strike through here. We have a higher high. We have no sellers on the bottom of this candle. And no sellers on the bottom of this candle here on the 5-minute. Or the 15-minute start. So, bro, this is pretty much like bullish to me, right? I don't see why I shouldn't take longs here. Okay. Closing my eyes, dude. Closing it. Don't look. Don't look. My stop is 1.8. Shit. Bro. Go, go, go. Close my eyes. Don't look. Don't look. Ugh. Come on, VIX. Just flush. Flush it through. If this turns into a red candle, bro, I'm gonna glue my eyes shut, man. Never trade ever again. Seriously. Yeah. Call. Make sure call them. Make sure to tell them to pump the market for me. Tell them to pump it. I think it will though, honestly. Like I have pretty strong confluence here. Guys, like I have a very strong confluence on this trade. It shouldn't hit my stop. Shouldn't. Right? Like that's the key word here. It should not. Oh shit. If anything, they would retrace this OB, right? Yeah, dude. Maybe the OB here. The order block? I'd say so. Yeah, you know what? Ascending pennant, and then there's an OB right here. Kind of seems like to me that might be a gap retest, and then a potential sell-off. Or a gap close, and then a sell-off. So I'm going to go for the gap close here. That's about 50 points from where it's at. 56 points. Got about 10 minutes on this trade. So I want to see it run here. They should crack it here. How young are you now? I've never heard anybody say that. I'm 28, man. It was good, man. It was solid, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. It was not a bad birthday, man. I just didn't like that the weather was so bad. That was the problem, man. I fucking hated the weather. The weather was so trash. Yeah. Trashy weather, man. Come on, fuckers. $19,092.15. It shouldn't come back to that. 19,092.50. It should not come back to that. So that's where my stop is. It should not come back to that. That's what I should be telling myself, right? Whoa, that rejection was crazy, dude. Got this trade? Hell yeah, dude. I might cut this trade. It's gonna flip to red, maybe. Yeah, bro. I'm cutting that trade. We shouldn't get a triple top like that. That's for sure. That's crazy, man. 5 years older than me? Yeah. I mean, like, my fiance is like 4 years older than me, and my sister is as well. Snow, raining, and ice. Yeah, dude, not me. I don't think we were supposed to get a triple top like that. Definitely not, right? Definitely not. This is where they're manipulating price. Hey, that was sus, man. That was sus. So sus. Bro, I got out of my trade early. It's over, man. It should have broke there. Theoretically, right? Okay. We're going for a short entry here instead. Bro. I gotta give it some time. There's definitely some manipulation here. Give it some time. Took a 5 minute larger time frame. Get rid of the noise here. Get rid of the noise. No noise. Right? Get rid of the noise. VIX is just dumping like crazy. It's doing exactly what I'm saying. It's like an ascending pennant too. When's your birthday, Snooze? I'm off work today again. Thank God for the payout. Sheesh. Work has been slow due to the winter and our coworker passing. That sucks, man. Yeah, you know, I've been having glimpses of been having these intrusive thoughts about my like own family passing and stuff, and it's like it gets me emotional and shit, bro. I don't know. It makes me value things differently. What is this? It's crazy shenanigans here. 3 minutes left. How have you been handling it? How many days has it been since you've been off? That's the real question. Look at that. Yeah. Sorry, but this is starting to look objectively shorts. Yeah, my parents lost their jobs because well, they didn't lose their jobs. Well, yeah, their companies are closing down. So my dad doesn't have a job now. He actually has to rely on his own ability to make money, and I think it's working out for him in a way because he's been telling me that he's been doing a lot better. So I'm happy for him. And my mom is already gonna be retired. Yeah, like my family's old, bro. Yeah, I like that close for sure. I'm gonna take a shot at the longs here, man. Again, put the stop in the same place, bro. Bought in the same area and put a stop in the same place. Tragic moment if it comes back to hit. It's tough though, cause today was a Todd was a super funny guy. Made it work a lot with all his jokes. Super talented, hardworking guy. I know a few people like that, man. That's so fucked, bro. That's so fucked. Bro, talking about it makes me emotional, even though I didn't know the guy. But that's pretty sad. Trail it, trail it. Hey, yo, no, I'm not trailing that. Gotta let the trade run, bro. You know, like sometimes you gotta let it breathe a little bit, right? We did break through the highs here, so I think there's continuation possible. I don't see a fucking reason why it wouldn't continue when we literally made all that effort to break the highs. So I think we're gonna run it. They're gonna run it over here to 91s and above at least. Retest the liquidity above the range and then continue lower, right? I gotta let it run, bro. Sometimes trades are meant to breathe, right? It needs to breathe on this breakout. So like my original thesis was right though, right? It's just fucking tight stops, dude. Suck ass, man. Like sucks ass, dude. Total ass. I'm looking at right now, the VIX too. The VIX is selling off strong, pretty strong to me. Look, you see the VIX right here, selling off very strong. I want to see a continuation here for a little bit. But you're right about one thing though. This does look like an MMX M model here as well. I just think that we're gonna retest the gap though before we do that. So I want to see them run it for the gap at least, right? Unless the larger time frame gap. Nope, it's not. It's right here. I want to see them run that gap. They're gonna run this order block in this gap to retest it, because this is the only gap that's above the range. If they break it, hope this is not an MMX model. Not even. Come on, bastards. You chicken fucks. This is why I don't try to predict what it's going to do. I let the price make the move, then wait for the pullback. Enter basic and scale in very lightly. Yeah, dude, I need to. I've been actually practicing on that too, right? I'm working on scaling in my trades as well. But I'm gonna use like instead of minis, I'm gonna be using like 1 to 2 micros when these accounts pass, and I'm gonna start effectively changing my patterns of trading. And that's gonna be through having proper entry conditions, entry criteria, proper risk to reward management, letting my trades run when they're supposed to run. I'm gonna change it all up, man. I can guarantee myself that I'll do that. When I get my accounts funded, bro, like I'm not playing games 2 micros, like 2, 3 micros, maybe 5 as well, depending on the circumstance. But realistically, like 2 to 3. Should see a pump here over the range here. I don't touch minis at all anymore. Just use micros. Yeah, man. No, I get that. Like minis is like literally mind blowing. Mind blowing to not use, right? But yeah, this is a crazy rejection candle we're seeing here, bro. I'm not even lying. Sellers pouring in here. Got about 10 minutes left, bro. Yeah, it is. But even like if you don't like scale in with micros, like too many micros, it's still very good reward, right? If I let my trade run out for 80 points or 100 points with like 2 to 3 micros, that's a fucking lot, man. That's a lot of money. More than I'll ever have on a regular day-to-day job, right? And I that's like something that I need to mentally work with. It's like my brain does not allow me to realize that, you know, like look, I'm making like look, this is like $400, right? Like US dollars, right? And that's in Canadian dollars like 500, but it's just like, man, like my brain's like, I want to make 1,000, I want to make 1,500. And I do want to get to that level, right? Where I hold my trade much longer, let it play out and just do its thing, right? But this does look like an MMX M model, by the way. It definitely does, right? I'm not tripping. I'm actually not tripping. This is definitely an MMX M model right here. This was the manipulation, right? This is the possible, what's it called? Distribution, whatever. Yeah, this is definitely an MMX model here somewhere. I want to see them sweep the highs here, the 180s, and then afterwards I'll get out of my trade right here. I think 185s This is definitely looking like that model right now. So we got the accumulation, then you have the manipulation, or no, the accumulation, the manipulation, which is going to be here, and then the distribution model to the downside probably. You think so? I think that's definitely happening right now because VIX is selling off. We're filling the gap very slowly on VIX, which indicates to me that we're manipulating our way up. And then once we actually fill this, the buy side, look, choking on nothing, man. I'm getting old. Um, yeah, once we fill this buy side liquidity here at 191, we're gonna sell off. We're gonna reach it some here. Yeah, I'm fucking choking. I'm choking on nothing, bro. God. Look at that. Look at that, man. All right, now I'm going to trail. I'm going to trail it, and I'm going to... Literally the same place like I sold my other contract, but that's not bad, you know? And now watch the manipulation here. This is definitely one of the models I'm seeing. I'm cooked, man. Yo, what the fuck is wrong, man? What is wrong with me, man? Look at this, dude. I'm choking on my own saliva, dude. Yo. I'm only 28 years old, dude. I'm choking on my own saliva. Oh, shit. It's over, dude. Yeah, see? See, guys? Accumulation, manipulation, and now we're going to distribute. This is definitely, definitely, whatever it's called. Blood clot shit, you know? Yeah, dude. That is crazy to me that we're doing that right now. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for Bissell. 93s? 93s here. Okay, and I'll put my stop at the same entry area that I had. And probably have a tiny throat. I'm not like, I don't have a small throat, bro. Okay? Like, I don't have a small throat, okay? Okay, my stop should technically be at 77, so 177s. Okay, perfect. So this trade should play out, guys. This one should play out. This definitely should play out here. Even to 59s here or something like, or 60s or some shit. It needs to, it'll definitely play out. Right? Maybe like, I'll do like 70s just to be safe. But that should play out. I'm not tripping, right? I have no experience with that stuff, okay? Don't say that sus stuff. That's a wild description, bro. How do you even know that? Did you get it done for yourself? uh, Above the zone? I think that in this model, though, like in this trading model with the three, it's called the power of three. I learned this recently, right? Power of three. So it's like an ICT concept they were talking about, but accumulation, the manipulation, and the distribution, basically breaking outside of that key zone. And this is kind of looking like that, right? We got that accumulation, the distribution, we got the run for the buy side liquidity, which we did already technically, and then afterwards we have the kill zone fair value gaps that basically play out. It's called the power of three, right? Power of three trading, and technically it should not break above the 177 mark. So that's why I got my stop there. It should not break above that. If it does, then this is not the right type of trade or model, and that's why, like, you know, yeah, now it's looking really inefficient. So if that model doesn't fulfill, if this doesn't play out, then it's definitely a bullish type of environment. Because this is a golden channel, right? It's a channel up, and with the channel up like this, maybe it's more bullish than I thought. Damn, crazy rejection. Wow, wow. Maybe I should just get out of my trade around 100s here. Yeah. Maybe I'll get out of my trade around 100s. 100s might be the best option. Right? Because it's kind of riding up. It's not really sideways. It's kind of more bullish. So I think they'll sweep the liquidity here at 100s and then maybe push it back up. Or actually, you know what? I want to fucking do 60s for sure. I'd say 60s. Hell yeah, bro. Fucking do it, guys. Ain't no chicken. I think you're on the right side of the trade, just too tight of a stop and have a place to add for a better average price. Yeah, my average is pretty bad, but you know, that's part of trading, man. That's why I have to, like, you know, reduce my risk, right? If I didn't have one mini here, I'd probably have like one or two micros. This trade would play out from 135s all the way to 19060s. That's about 90 points, right? That's a solid trade. That would be a solid trade. I would want to see this. I want to see 100 points. I would love this, guys. 100 points here. 100 points. I need to go wash them. I'll be right back. All right. Go. 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 Okay. So I can see that the VIX is bouncing a little bit, which is perfectly normal. Come on, bounce, VIX, bounce. These nerds, they ain't bouncing it. You see, this is bullish, bro. Right? My stop is 172 now. So wait, it should be 177s. There you go. What the hell, brother? Um very interesting to see, honestly. I might close this trade out and just go to the gym. Might just close this trade out and head to the gym. My spirit animal. What? It's okay to be lazy. Sometimes it's actually healthy to be lazy once in a while. And I think this weekend was definitely that. I just wanted to be so lazy, dude. It's crazy. I was so lazy. What the fuck is this? Alright, not really looking like it anymore. One big sell candle. Go. Just drop. Zoom. What is it like? If this is a buy signal, I'll be like buy, 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 buy. You know? Like, what's that? $11 left. Come on, flip red. Flip red. Nice, Elsie. Nice job, my friend. See you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. I'm gonna do the same thing. Potentially call it a day if this one kind of sweeps me a little bit. I think I'm actually gonna front run longs here if it sweeps me, or maybe not. We'll see. Either sellers are really strong here or really terrible. This should not happen. That is definitely a bullish flag right there, right? Forming out of nowhere. This is like more bullish than bulls. Yeah, dude, this is bullish territory. Crazy. Crazy to see. Huh. Oh, yeah. I'm in. Yeah. I'm not going to play against that. Flagging like that. It's crazy. Yeah, that shouldn't have happened. That does not happen in this model. Yeah. That doesn't happen. Should be 210s here. Straight up above 210s here. Straight into 210s. Sweep it, 210s. Straight into 234s, maybe. I don't know. That's a bull channel. I actually never see that happen. That doesn't usually happen. Okay, we're inside that other fair value gap here. I would like to see it above the range here. I want to see it sweep that and go straight into 219s here. All right, I'll take one off. 219s, 220s maybe. Come on. Yeah, 219s. You guys are squeeze it. Squeeze it right through. Front run. Let's go. Explode. Woo! Right through the levels, man. One more. Pop it. Okay, I'm done with that. Alright, these two accounts are done. Yeah, I'm done with everything. I'm good with that. Woo! Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'm gonna hop off too. I am definitely done. I'm gonna be trading before tomorrow at like 9 as well, same time as always. But yeah, I'm basically done with trading after 12 o'clock and stuff like that for sure. And I'm still planning to trade after 9. But I'll see you all around later, guys.